starts with a glance, the moment that writes the first chapter of your love story. The very first time you and your future spouse stare into each other's eyes. Are you curious to know what's written in the stars for you? If you are, then let's see what the cards reveal. Welcome, divers. In today's reading, we're going to explore what the emotions you will feel and your future spouse would feel the first time you guys meet. You have 3 cards here. If you want to choose your piles using thumbnail pictures, you will see them in a moment. Keep in mind that these are general readings, so only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So for pile number 1, you have this beautiful card. For pile 2, you have this card. For pile number 3, you have this card. So take as much time as you need to choose which pile you feel most drawn to, and once you have chosen your pile, go to the description box and click on the timestamp, which is going to take you to your reading right away. With that said, let's start your reading. Welcome, pile number 1. If you've chosen this card or the respective thumbnail picture, then this is your reading. So with this card, I already pick up on this energy that the first eye contact, it is going to be so intense. It's going to spark a lot of emotions right off the bat. Your future spouse comes off as someone who is very magnetic, and someone who is also having a lot of psychic powers. This person seems to be very much self-aware, okay? They know what they're doing, they know what they're asking for, they know what they're feeling, okay? They are very sure of what they want and what they would do to get it, okay? They come off with an energy of go-getter and also this energy of I know you, I can see you. So it's very difficult for anyone to fool your future spouse into believing their lies. But I think right off the bat, when they stare into your eyes, you are gonna feel like you are standing bare in front of them. Somehow you're gonna feel like all parts of your soul is being seen by someone. Something that I don't think you've ever felt, ever, okay? This is not a feeling that I can explain. That gaze, that moment, it's intense. It's really intense. No words can explain it, and I think it's only something that you can feel, okay? And might I say, this person is very beautiful. So first off, you're gonna be taken aback by their physical beauty. Maybe they have a very beautiful face, and you will also see that this person somehow comes off a little bit exotic. So they might be not from your area, maybe having a little bit of a different ethnicity, or staying in a different geographical place than you. So from a different country or a different state or just a different city, okay, not in your locality or neighborhood. You will see that they look really different than people around you. So maybe they have mixed roots, okay? Maybe they're half this, half that, okay? I'm hearing Hispanic, I don't know why. Somebody could be also having Asian roots, but more so they're having a little bit of a South American, South African kind of vibe. Okay, so your person could be from there. I'm hearing South, so person from the South. Interesting. Someone who looks a little bit different because they might have parents who are from mixed races. Okay. Ooh, you have the pleasure The Six of Cups, pleasure. Futility, Seven of Swords in reverse. The moment they see you, it feels like they would catch you lying. I don't know why. Maybe you would be, you know what, not even intentional. It could be something that you're saying just to, save face or run away or something. But I think this person is gonna follow you. They're gonna be like, hey, do you really think I believe what you said? you know so they somehow know that you lied, but not with a malicious intent. That's the reason why they will be more hell-bent on wanting to force you to say the truth. Okay, it's kind of like that. The Fool, you are gonna feel really, really brave that day, okay? Somehow an adventurous spirit that was hiding in your heart for a long time, I feel like that adventurous spirit is going to be like, you know what, I've never experienced this, let's do this for the first time. So also, I was not saying this, but I feel like some of you might actually get really, really hot and heavy the first day you meet. I don't know why that's happening, but maybe you guys just meet in a place where you are searching for love or something like that, and the conversation sparks something in you too. And this person, your future spouse, is very well, they know that you are not saying the truth. Maybe they asked you, do you feel like I am attractive or something like that? Would you do this with me? And then they're like, why are you lying? That's not what you think. It's kind of like that. And it's very evident in the way you speak or the way you are behaving. Okay, that day you're feeling really adventurous. I don't know what's happening. You are in a place where you've never been to. It could be entirely a different place. Maybe you just somehow ended up following a friend and ended up in a club, party, or a concert somewhere, okay? And you end up with this man somehow stuck. I'm seeing that some of you might actually go a step forward if you are that person. If it is not fitting to your situation, then don't make it fit. Well, again, it's not something that will make you uncomfortable. So if you're uncomfortable with that message, that is not for you. But if it is something that you feel like might happen, okay, then that is a message for you. You have the Chariot in reverse. I'm seeing alcohol, drinks and all. It could be that you are in a party or in a club, bar. Somehow, somewhere. Like that. And you would least expect to meet someone, serious. Someone you would let alone marry. So you wouldn't even think of this, but, boom, you end up meeting them. It's kind of like that. And what was this person doing there? I don't think you even have that idea. So your conversation, the first one, it's going to be so interesting. I think you guys are going to think of ditching the party and going somewhere else to talk. Maybe outside in the balcony, having the fresh air, and just talking about each other, why you were there and what you were looking for. I feel like your future spouse is a tease, okay? They will catch you right off the bat if you're lying about what you're feeling deep inside. So they're gonna be like, hey, you really think I'll believe that? No, so tell me the truth. So they're gonna tease you to the point when you'll be like, okay, I'm saying what's the true thing, okay? I'm saying what you want to hear. It's kind of like that. So you will be really pissed off because this person is gonna tease you so much. It's a very interesting dynamic. I love it. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. You might be someone who likes to grow relationships slow and steadily, so you're not somebody who is into one-night stands, I feel like. But your future spouse is going to be like, are you sure? They're just teasing you. They're just teasing, okay? They're just wanting to mess with you and know you better. So they're gonna get on your nerves a lot. So it's gonna feel more like enemies to lovers for some reason. So you guys are gonna step on each other's foot, okay? Mockery, sarcasm, spice, and whatnot. So it's more like I am cooler than you think I am. It's kind of like that, You're gonna not want to back down, and they're gonna not want to back down. King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, this person is very smooth with words. Very smooth and very intelligent. So very hard to please, and at the same time very hard to fool. And they're very straightforward, so their words are gonna cut deep. Very straightforward. That blunt straightforwardness is what is going to get on your nerves really bad, and you're gonna be like, hey, can you just tone it down a little bit? But that passion that you two have in your eyes, in your presence, okay, just the moment when you two just get even a little bit inch closer, I think that's unexplainable. The Eight of Cups, I think that is something that is gonna scare you so bad that you're gonna be like, oh, I need to leave. Cinderella just left the moment it was going to get very emotional and deep. The clock struck 12 and she had to leave, right? It's kind of like that. The moment you sense that it is getting a little bit hot and heavy, you're gonna leave, And that thing of wanting more, that thing of leaving them on hold, it's something that is going to make your future spouse very crazy and very intrigued on who is this lady, okay? Who is this man? What in the world just happened? They're gonna be intrigued, like, what's going on? This person is so interesting, and you're also not gonna be able to stop your mind from going back and forth into their memories and all. So you're gonna be like, oh, please, for God's sake, stop, brain, please. Don't you understand that it was just a stranger? But soon after some time, I think you're gonna find them again. You're gonna bump into each other once again. Ooh, go the distance. Yeah. Did I say that this person feels like someone who is not from your country? Maybe you are out for a vacation, or you were just feeling a little bit adventurous and you went somewhere you have never been before. So maybe you just decide to, hit the gym, or maybe you just decide to go to this new restaurant that opened in your area. You've never been there, right? So it's kind of like that. And the moment you go there, is when you meet this person whom you have never met. And boom, sparks. Maybe 4 months and also 6 months. Okay, 6 to 7 months, I think you're gonna meet this person. I also feel like it's gonna be really fast for you. Really fast. So you're very close to meeting your future spouse. If you are someone who is older, like older than 18, I think you are very close to meeting your future spouse, okay? I'm saying that if you are actually under 18, then no, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to meet this person. Yeah, it's going to take around 6 years for you to meet them. 4 to 6 years, okay? But mostly for the ones who are older than 18, I feel like you are going to meet them within a year. So 6 to 7 months. Watch out. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, maybe you have never had your first kiss and you're gonna be like, oh, you really think I have never had a first kiss? I'm gonna show you. Something like that. So you're gonna do something really boldly just to prove that you are not someone to be messed with. And somehow your future spouse would know that that was just something you were, using as a cover to hide the real fact. But they're gonna like your energy somehow, that drive in yourself to, always like never lose an argument. It's kind of like that. I think your future spouse is gonna love that. Interestingly, your future spouse is not gonna think of it as a nuisance. So somehow when you fight with them, or when you, like try to establish the fact that you are superior, something like that, they feel like it's really adorable. They really like to see you win. They're gonna just observe you and enjoy. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. Pile number 1, I hope you loved it. And if you did, let me know in the comment section how it resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, okay? If you want any more readings, topics in future spouse or anything else, feel free to write them down in the comments. And with that said, best of luck, my pal number 1, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 2. If you've chosen this card or the respective thumbnail picture, then this is your reading. I'm already picking up on this energy that the day you meet your future spouse, right, you would feel like it's one of your best days. This day, you are going to be feeling like a rush of vitality is running through your veins, You would crave to, go out there, maybe just a little visit to a shop, or a party, something like that, or even your work area. It could also be just your regular day, but somehow you feel really happy, okay? And also with the halo, which is also reminding me of the sun, I feel like there will be a lot of eyes that you attract that day. People would be wondering, what is making you so happy, okay? It's like you walk into the room and suddenly everyone is happy. Okay, that's going to be your first vibe, and you don't even know why you're feeling this way, but somehow deep inside your soul is like, da 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 da, today's gonna be a good day. It's so beautiful. You're gonna be treating yourself to a really good time. I'm seeing a scene where maybe you're just outside in a park all by yourself, maybe. Or it could also be you are, beside a lake, you're painting, you're not aware that, what's happening around your surroundings. But there is this man who looks at you, observes you from a distance and is smiling at how engrossed you look into whatever you're doing, and they are going to be a little curious what you're doing, who are you? Because somehow you're going to be looking really happy and really pretty, so much so that your soul appears to be shining, There will be this glitter in your eyes that I don't think anyone can deny. That is going to captivate your future spouse right off the bat. So I'm sensing an energy of curiosity and amazement from your future spouse's side, and maybe you wouldn't even know at first that somebody is watching you. You have the Hermit. I think it's making sense. You could have some workaholic tendencies, pile number 2. Whenever you are working for something, you want something, you never stop. You just go right in, okay? It's kind of like that. And even if you tell me that you're not in that energy right now, I see you are going to be in that energy in the future when you're about to meet your future spouse, okay? And I'm also sensing this thing that you like to stay in your own bubble, doing your own thing, and that is something that your future spouse is really gonna love and be mesmerized. They're gonna think like, who is this woman? Who is this man who is smiling so brightly just by being by themselves? How is that possible? I'm seeing this man trying to get a peek through the trees. Okay, it's kind of like that. You have the Princess of Cups, but it came in reverse. Okay, they will feel like you almost feel a little bit out of place, a little bit ethereal, and yet when you are in that place, right, wherever you will be, say beside a lake or in a park somewhere, I'm seeing you surrounded by greenery. Your presence in that place makes the place even more beautiful. And that is mesmerizing. They don't even know why that's happening. It's as if you are the reason that place has so much beauty. So, right off the bat, your future spouse is gonna feel like you just stepped out of a movie, and it feels like it's the scene of a movie that they're watching for real in front of their eyes, and they're gonna be really, really taken aback. I sense that your future spouse is also someone who likes to be by themselves. I'm not sensing someone who is a very hardcore introvert, no, but yeah, they're an ambivert, you know? Sometimes they like to talk to people, they're very sociable. People love them, okay? They have a very sweet side to them that people really adore. And they also really cherish their alone time. So maybe they're just going there or waiting for someone or just sitting there, to catch their breath, okay, out of a meeting, or maybe just, passing by, and then they feel like, I just want to sit on this bench for a moment, and then they spot you. Just being in your zone, just like a princess dancing. Because this card, right? This card always reminds me of Cinderella. I don't know why, but it's like how Cinderella was enjoying, dancing by the fountain on her own, singing and all. It's kind of like that, okay? So they spot you and they feel like, wow, who's this person? I'm so curious. I want to know about them. Do they stay here? Are they new? These are the questions that they will have. Interesting. So let's see, are they going to talk to you? The Page of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely someone you don't know yet. Okay, I'm saying that your person is really sociable, so they somehow know a lot of people, like in their neighborhood or their work area, their friend group, okay, or the place where they are studying or something. They know a lot of people, but seeing you there and being so utterly beautiful, so much so that they can't even take their eyes off of you, they would question themselves that if they have missed out on you, okay, to spot you or something. And they'll be thinking, how did I make that mistake? Come on. That is so sweet, isn't it? You have the devil. Wow. Okay, guys, I am seeing that this person is actually going to have a lot of fantasies about you, like right off the bat. They're gonna feel like, oh my god, she's so pretty, he's so beautiful. I just don't know, I can't help myself. What's going on? I've never felt this way. Okay, so they're gonna have this rush of emotions and rush of passion somehow, and they're gonna feel like, okay, calm down. I'm hearing George for some reason. I don't know why. Somebody could have a name that starts with the sound J. Okay, I'm just hearing this inner monologue of someone going on like, hey George, how could you forget this? Oh no, you are so stupid, George. It's kind of like that. I don't know why, but maybe they have a habit of talking to themselves, and they're gonna try so hard to calm that excitement that they have inside, and they're gonna be like, whew, calm down. If I go and approach her right now, she's gonna think I'm a creep. It's kind of like that. It's so hilarious and so cute. I can't. There's a sense of genuine admiration when it comes to your future spouse towards you, and on the other hand, you're not even aware of it. You're just in your zone. Okay, so let's see what is gonna happen the first time you actually stare, guys. The Emperor. So the attraction is not just one-sided. The moment you stare into their eyes, you're gonna feel like, what just happened? Why does the time feel like it stopped? Okay. You actually have the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Somehow deep inside, you will know that there is something special about this one. Why do I feel like my heart is racing? Why is this person looking so cute? You seem to be someone who loves to be in their own zone, doing their own thing, maybe putting on some music and just vibing to it, dancing to it. Not really curious about what's going on around them, right? But somehow that day, when you stare into their eyes, the way their hair falls over their eyes, okay? uh, the way the wind moves, sunlight hits their face, their eyes shine. Something about it is going to make them look so perfect for you that your heart is gonna skip a beat. And I think it's gonna feel like love at first sight, or at least you're gonna feel like something just hit you, you know? That's Cupid's arrow. It's so beautiful. I love it. So it might come a little bit slow, but it's beautiful, okay? So believe in it. Ooh. Clean it up. And 21. Okay. Maybe when you are 21, you're going to meet this person, or this person could be 21 when you meet them, or it could be 21 months from now. Also, I'm feeling like when you will be cleaning out a lot of unnecessary things that is going on in your life, okay? It can be people, it can be work, it can be just, decluttering your wardrobe, anything. So you will be wanting to change something in your routine. You're going to be wanting to clean up something, or it could also be you might be working on a project, like we said, that for a long while, and right when you're done with that project, right, that's when you will start treating yourself in a really good way. Okay, you will be enjoying your life, and that's when you're gonna meet this person. Okay, that is what I'm seeing here. Let your friends help you. Oh, okay. It could be that you guys are actually campus buddies and you don't even know. You've never seen them, okay, around, or maybe not paid much attention, or maybe they have not paid much attention to you. Maybe you guys are having different specialties, or, you're majoring in different things, or maybe you are senior, they are a junior, or they are a senior, you're a junior. It's kind of like that. Okay, different years. It could be anything, right? But it was as a fate that brought you two together. And then your friends will help you to make this happen for you two, okay? Because I'm saying that not only your future spouse, but you're also very curious to know this person. Somehow something clicks. The first glance, it is clicking so much so that you don't even know what's happening, but it's as if a magnetic pull that is pulling you to each other. It's beautiful. Ask for and accept support from others. And I see that your relationship is actually going to be loved by not only just you two, but also your friends and family. Maybe you have experienced connections in the past when your friends might have tried to be supportive, but somehow you knew deep down that they were not supporting your relationship with a certain person or something like that. But this person, your future spouse, when they enter your life, right, and they see both of you together, they're gonna be like, wow, why does it feel like the angels have descended on earth to teach us what's love? So it's kind of like that. You two are gonna have a beautiful love story. Pile number 2. I hope you loved this. If you did, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want some more readings on future spouse or any other topic, right, feel free to suggest it, okay? And yeah, with that said, please take care, lovely pile number 2, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 3. If you've chosen this card or the respective thumbnail picture, then this is your reading. So with this card, I feel like you would be the one who would be a little bit sad somehow. I don't know why, but somewhere here I thought like I saw a snake. So it could be that maybe there was a friend in your friend group, okay, whom you really thought as your best buddy or something like that, but they just turn out to be completely different than whom you expected them to be. And you're not sure how to behave, how to process it, and you're just there thinking about it. You being in pain, you being there just silently. You don't have to tell it to anyone, but you just being there silently, your future spouse would notice you from far, and they would somehow feel like, what's going on with this person? Why do they look so sad? Should I go forward and talk to them? You might have been holding your emotions in for all this long, but then this person walks up to you and asks you, hey, are you okay? And that question just crashes everything, crashes all the walls, and you start crying. Maybe they also let you cry on their shoulder, or maybe just offer you a napkin, and you're not even aware of anything, right? At that moment, you don't know what's going on, and you just know this feeling that somehow deep inside you feel safe around that person, and you're not sure why, how that's happening, but you feel safe, right? I'm sorry, pile number 3. Don't panic that the day you meet your future spouse, it's going to be a sad one, thinking about that. But maybe it's just a minor thing, and you're just there sitting on a bench, doing your own thing, and this person comes up to you and thinks that you're sad and wants to, have a conversation with you. Okay? Let's see. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. This is so interesting that that's the energy exactly that I picked up. And it's like you are sad for way too long, and your future spouse can feel it. And they just couldn't help but, come to you and say that, hey, it's all right. You're going to be all right, okay? Don't worry so much. Allow yourself to have a little bit of fun, because whatever has happened, I don't think you had a say in it, okay? It's kind of like that, all right? I feel like you might be very depressed at that moment, or you're already in it. Someone who is very tired of whatever they're experiencing, and they just want to get this over with. It's kind of like that feeling. Okay, I'm very sorry, pile number 3. If you want to, talk about whatever you're going through, you can let me know in the comment section, or I would suggest you to go actually visit a therapist or someone you trust, someone you feel like they're very close to you. Talk to them. But if it is someone you've lost and that's the reason why you're depressed, I feel like it's time for you to accept it and move on, because I don't think any person or anyone who would have loved you would have wanted you to, go through these feelings right now. Yeah, I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Success. Wow. And you also have change. 2 of Pentacles. Exactly. I think you need to change something. Ooh, you also have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you need to change whatever you're doing. Maybe you did not achieve something that you wanted. It could be career, because I'm seeing too many Pentacles here, right? So it could be something that you really, really wanted and you did not get it, right, that day. And you feel like, what's the use of me putting so much effort in this if I didn't even get what I wanted, that spot was stolen by someone else, maybe in your work or maybe in your school or college, something like that. Okay, pile number 3, people, I think you are actually going to meet your future spouse way sooner than you think. And even if you are younger, you were telling me that you're in school, I think you are going to meet them even in school. It could be that a very young love. Yeah, it's a very rare thing, because for the other piles, I did not see that. They came off as a very mature person, but for you, I feel like if you are a young person, then yes, you can also meet your future spouse in school while you're young. And if you are telling me that, no, I am someone in my late 20s, then of course you're going to meet them, but soon, okay? So yeah, I don't know what's happening. Even if things don't work out your own way, right? See, you're meeting your future spouse, So there's always something beautiful, even in the days when you feel like, why is the day so bad? If you try to look really hard, you will find at least one thing that is good about that day. It can be the way the sunlight falls in your room. It can be the new song that you found that day while scrolling. It can be anything, like even the most little things. Okay, a bird's chirping, anything. Sometimes when I hear birds chirping, I feel really happy. And it happens a lot of the times while I'm filming the reading. So it might actually help you if you try to go outside in the nature. Maybe that's when you will actually meet your future spouse. Your future spouse seems to be someone who cares for people a lot. So they are someone who doesn't like people to be sad. So they try to make them laugh. Just as someone who likes to lend people, a listening ear. So I think that's what they're going to do to you. They're gonna feel like, oh, why is this person so sad? What can I do to make them feel happy? That is their feeling. So what will happen the moment you guys' eyes meet? Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. I heard dark circles. Okay, you're gonna see, okay, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, totally. I feel like your future spouse is gonna feel like you have dark circles under your eyes, because you've been working way too hard for something. It could be this, or it could be that you just didn't take care of yourself for like a week, and you look pale and a little bit under the weather. And your future spouse is very well aware by seeing all those things, and they're like, oh my God, this person is a mess right now. That's what they will feel, quite literally. Somehow, looking at your tired face is going to make them feel really sad. It's gonna, like touch a string in the heart. So they would really feel like crying seeing you. So your future spouse is very sensitive, and maybe that's the reason why they really take care of other people's sentiments and emotions. You have the Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Again, I'm getting one scenario of someone working way too hard to achieve something, juggling between two things, and maybe you had a lot on your mind, okay? You had a lot on your plate at that time. Like, you were looking after maybe your family, and also at the same time you were working for something. It was so hard for you that somehow you felt like you were breaking down. That day was too hard, okay? That day was the day when you just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, totally. That day you felt all the doubts crashing onto you. Things that you have ignored in the past. Things that you have just, swept under the rug. Things that you were too busy to look at. That will be resurfacing that day. And you will feel like, I can't take it anymore. I can't go on anymore. All of the doubts, everything is going to crush in, and I'm so sorry, pile number 3. If you are telling me that you are going through this phase, I am so sorry. But allow yourself to feel the joy, like this card said. What did it say? Close your eyes, tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You don't have to, hold back your happiness because you're chasing after something. You're working way too hard for a dream, right? And in that process, you're actually putting yourself in a position where you can hurt yourself. You are hurting yourself by not taking good care of yourself. So I feel like your future spouse will say this to you, and also at the same time your spirit guides are saying that if you're doing this right now, please don't do it. Okay? Regardless the circumstances you currently find yourself in, you can allow joy into your life. You're somehow withdrawing yourself from experiencing something. Maybe I'm getting a scenario where maybe you have experienced a very bad relationship in the past, or maybe you might be going through a breakup at that moment, and you wouldn't allow yourself to trust another person or trust another lovers, things like that. And you would be completely withdrawing yourself from love. Even talking about the topic love makes you, feel really bad. Your future spouse, their energy is so warm and so welcoming and so careful in dealing with you. I feel like that is what is going to make you feel at ease. So you would bare your heart, even if it's a stranger. You would just bare your heart, crying out all of the emotions that you were feeling inside. So it could also be a career situation, or it could be a relationship that you really, really put your heart, your soul into it, at times neglecting yourself in the process. And that is why I think you need to change. You need a change. Okay, right now, if you are telling me that you're going through that phase right now, then yes, you need to change your routine. You need to go somewhere, okay? Maybe hit the gym, go to Zumba classes, dance, okay? Yeah, dancing is something that I'm seeing. You could be someone who loves dancing. Do the things that makes you feel really happy, abundant, okay? I see that your image of yourself, your own self, has deteriorated. So maybe you can't even look into your own eyes when you stare in the mirror. You can't look in the mirror. So you need to practice looking into the mirror little by little. I think your future spouse is going to help you with that, okay? That is what I'm seeing. So your future spouse is actually going to find you in a moment when you are desperately in need of help, and you are too broken at that moment. You don't know what to do. So I feel like this person is not someone who comes off as someone who just, sees you broken and leaves you there. No. This person is actually going to help you. So they're going to be willing to take your burden and provide you with a listening ear and a comforting shoulder to cry on. Ooh, a message in the bottle. Okay. For some people, I'm saying that this encounter can be online, okay, on 15th of a month, or 2 to 6 months from now, or even in 2 years, okay? In 2 years. 9 months, 2 years. At 15 years of age, maybe you are experiencing something, or you have experienced something, which is going to try to resurface within these 2 years, and the effects of those events that happened when you were 15, 16, okay, at that time, it is going to take a toll on your mental health later. I feel like that. And in these 2 years, I think you wouldn't even want to be associated with lovers or love or anything. And this person comes in and tries to change your view in life. Maybe the reason you're pushing yourself to work so much is because you wanted to forget about the things that happened, or a person that you lost, okay? If it's your family member, you just can't forget about them, And maybe you are going to meet this person online, and this person is going to really help you like a therapist would. They're going to talk to you, make you feel calm. That's what I'm seeing, a message in a bottle. If bottle speaks to you, like, there's this app that I used to use. I was very interested in it. It's kind of like a place where you write a letter and throw in the sea, and it's gonna end up in someone's island, and a random person is going to pick that up and answer to your letter. It's kind of like that. It's very childish, but it's cute. So I like that thought, so if that's speaking to you, maybe that app is something that you can check. So but be aware, okay? Because there are some creepy strangers out there. So yeah, be aware. I think you're smart enough to know that, pile number 3. Creepy strangers are everywhere. But yeah, stay safe, okay? Stay safe. If you sense a little bit of creepiness, just block straight away. Okay, let's get you Romance Angel Oracle to see what's going to happen the day you meet your future spouse. Anything exciting if we can get, right? Ooh, okay, attraction. You have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I think this romance is going to bloom slowly. So it's going to be a slow burn for you. And that is a very sweet thing, okay? Like whenever love is, slowly growing, it's when you know it's strong. That's my personal view. But I feel like with these roses, I do feel like every moment with this person, you're gonna enjoy it, okay? The feeling that you had, the negative emotions correlated to love, I feel like this person is going to completely erase that and make you feel like, hey, listen to me. Love doesn't have to feel difficult. It doesn't have to feel like you're doing too much, you need to do too much. It's something you enjoy. It's something your soul just feels happy, okay, when they experience it, they dance in it, okay, they bask in it. It's not something where you feel like you're tortured. Love is beautiful. It must be something that makes you feel alive, right? And that is what you're gonna understand and realize in this relationship with your future spouse. You're gonna be thanking God for not giving up that day, and not giving up in yourself, and changing your life, listening to the advices that this person gives. How I saw a lot of crystals and cards, which is reminding me of tarot readings and all. So maybe this reading is a reminder for you to take care of yourself and not just be sad about the things that has already happened in your life, and be fully aware that your life is in your own hands. You have all of the power to create the life you desire, okay? To be successful, even if it feels like it's impossible right now. You have what it takes to be there, okay? You have what it takes to be at the position that you desire to be, right? So go for it. Why are you waiting? Right? You would be really happy you found them. And so until that day, I think you should be optimistic and let yourself experience joy, because the more you align yourself with that energy, the more you attract it, right? So let your heart feel things, even if it's sadness right now. Let it all out, okay? And then let your heart heal slowly and feel all of the beautiful things that this world has to offer you. Okay, with that said, I think this is your reading, pile number 3. I hope you loved it, and I hope this advice helped you in some sort of way. And if it resonated, let me know in the comment section. And what more readings do you want? Let me know that too, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And with that said, all the best, pile number 3, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye!